There are concerns about San Diego County's emergency shelter for kids. State social workers say the Polinsky Children's Center violated state licensing guidelines. But it's not just the state calling out a problem with the facility. People who work at the Polinsky Center told Team 10 investigator Adam Rakusin things need to change.
Nestled into a little street in Kearny Mesa is a building that from the outside is unassuming and unremarkable. But if you take a minute to stop and really look, what you see is a sprawling campus with housing, an on-site school, a gym, athletic field, and play areas for kids. This is the A.B. and Jesse Polinsky Children's Center, an emergency use shelter and care facility operated by the County of San Diego.
Polinsky is a temporary shelter for children in need.
This is Rachel Randolph. She's a residential care worker supervisor at the center.
It's pretty much like the last stop there. It's the last option.
Randolph says she's been an employee with the county for 9 years. Her job is to oversee the campus, housing, and support the staff. However, in this interview, she's acting as a steward for the union and voicing concerns members have about the Polinsky Children's Center and its management. One of the main issues, staffing.
What's a consequence of not adequate staffing?
You're not able to supervise the kids properly. I mean, things happen, and we're there to protect the kids, so we don't want anything to happen.
Randolph says to protect the identity of the kids at the shelter and employees who fear retaliation from upper management, she's limited in what she can talk about, but acknowledged some staff describe the working conditions as unsafe.
Does the staff think that the county's doing enough to protect them and the kids?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
A spokesperson for the county says they take all child and workplace safety concerns seriously. He explained Polinsky experienced staffing challenges during the height of the Omicron variant, writing, in instances when staff were not available, additional staff were brought in to ensure state licensing ratios were always maintained. However, Team 10 also spoke with several current and former staff members who voiced concerns. Scared of retaliation, they asked not to be identified. They say the county allowed teenage boys and girls to live in the same housing unit. They claim there's drugs and alcohol on campus and an increasing number of kids who AWOL. That's when kids leave the center without permission from the staff. According to data we got from the San Diego Police Department, in the past 3 years and a few months, there were more than 2,000 calls for service to the address matching the Polinsky Center. Everything from disturbing the peace to threats with weapons, and more than 1,000 calls for service for runaway juveniles. A county spokesperson says Polinsky is not a locked facility and must leave at least one door open. While staff at Polinsky are trained in de-escalation and try to encourage youth not to leave, they can't physically intervene and stop anyone from leaving. The county also notes they can't search kids when they come back to campus unless there's a reasonable suspicion they brought something into the facility they should not have.
As a steward, now we're seeing that the members are really tired. Like, management has changed, so the practices have changed, and members are tired. They're stating like they feel like they're swimming in a pool and don't know where they're going. There's no direction.
Also looking for a new change of direction, the state of California. In January, the state sent this scathing letter to the director of San Diego County's Child Welfare Services. It says the Polinsky Center is supposed to be a temporary stay, 10 days. Instead, kids are staying there much longer. At one point, it reads, Polinsky had more than double the number of children under the age of 6 staying for more than 30 days in shelter care than any comparably sized shelter care facility.
The pandemic has really caused a national crisis of available homes and has played out with longer stays in Polinsky, for example, locally, while unacceptable. I do think there's some need to pause and look at this data as the date it was taken.
Carolyn Griesmer is the executive director of Children's Legal Services of San Diego. Their lawyers protect and defend the rights of children and youth in the child welfare system. Griesmer says she applauds the state for keeping an eye on the children with oversight and accountability, but tells me what's not reflected in the letter are local efforts to keep siblings together and find the right placements, even if that takes longer than 10 days.
Behind the scenes of this data is a bigger story of individual cases that have asked for that. The youth in our current cases having asked that, and then the lived experience voice influencing policy discussions over the past 2 to 3 years in the county.
I've been reporting on San Diego County child welfare stories since 2018, and in that time, the county has never done an on-camera interview with us, this time included. Instead, they send emails. Addressing overstays called out by the state, a county spokesperson wrote, in the review of the data, it was apparent that the majority of these overstays for children under 6 were due to an effort to keep sibling sets intact while finding placements for them in the same home. They say last year's numbers show a reduction in the number of children under 6 staying longer than 10 days. The county also says it's implemented several additional strategies to help further reduce the length of stay for children under 6. As to the older kids, they say boys and girls are almost always kept in different cottages. But in a handful of instances during the height of the Omicron surge, boys and girls were housed in the same cottage in order to create space for isolation of youth who were exposed to or who tested positive for COVID-19 during the Omicron surge. While many employees we spoke with disagree with the county and worry needs are not being addressed, one thing it seems everyone agrees on.
Polinsky can be fixed because the purpose of us being there is to protect these kids.
Adam Rakusin, ABC 10 News.
The county says parts of the center are being renovated to help reduce the number of AWOL youth and minimize contraband items being snuck into the facility. Just this morning, the county's Child and Family Strengthening Advisory Board discussed placements of kids and how to get the best outcome. Adam will have more on that in the coming days.